Hi, everyone. We are doing some minis for you today. And so one question from a listener for you, Cristine, is how do you offer a sincere apology? They said that they have done something that they're very feel guilty about and are unsure of how to fix the situation. So I'm going to let you explain how exactly we do a sincere apology.
Awesome. So what I love about that is it differentiates an apology from a sincere apology. So sincere is the key word there. And I think we can all go back to our childhood days and something would happen, right? And your mom or your teacher or somebody would say, go apologize. And we'd be like, I'm sorry, right? And everybody in that situation knew that there was no sincerity behind that apology. It was something, it was a check I had to check off within a certain amount of time, or there was going to be a consequence for me. And I think, unfortunately, those types of expectations that were put on us as children didn't teach us how to do a sincere apology. And sincere apologies are needed for healthy relationships, whether it's a very superficial type of relationship, like, somebody you are just acquaintances with, or if it's for some of our more intimate relationships and close, close communities and families and groups that we have a sense of belonging to, is that we really do need to know how to offer sincere apology. And a sincere apology holds 4 components to it. The first component is the acknowledgement that harm was done at our hands, so to speak, right? Why that was harmful for the person who received it. The third component is how we will navigate that in the future. And the fourth component is to express the apology, but also acknowledge that they have the autonomy to accept it or to not. And that's the building blocks of really acknowledging your accountability, but also understanding that at the end of the day, it's on them to accept it. And why this makes a difference is because, there is no timeline for an apology. It can be years, it can be moments, but a sincere apology really takes into account that the person who did the harming has come to terms with they need to make this repair for multiple reasons, for themselves and for that other person, but only because it's to release it, not because somebody's putting pressure on them, not because it needs to be done in a certain amount of time, but because they are ready to release probably the guilt that they're holding, right? And maybe that guilt has turned into shame, and you can watch that other mini as well, but they're ready to release it. And then for the person who was harmed, they get to have the autonomy to say, yes, I forgive you, or no, I do not. And this is, we're severing this relationship, or, hey, I appreciate it. I need a little bit more time to work through this. And that's okay too. But at that point, the person who's offering the apology gets to release that guilt.
So what do you do if you apologize to someone and they don't accept it? What are the next steps to do there? Just walk away from the situation?
Yeah, I mean, that's where we have to release it. At that point, it is no longer ours to carry, because, an apology, and this kind of goes to one of our other minis, an apology is our way of serving a relationship, right? We're going to relate to a relationship that we would like to repair, and this is in service to the relationship. If we get a no, they're not accepting our apology, and maybe they're saying, I will never forgive you, whatever. The shadow of serving is turning into pleasing. It's very easy for people when they don't get the response that they want, that they go into this people pleasing, pursuing, I need your acceptance. I need you to validate me. Very codependent, right? And that is a downward spiral. So after you get your response, it's release.
Oh, that's so good. And then what if the person that you've apologized to keeps bringing it up?
Right.
How do you navigate that?
Right. If that is continued to be brought up, and it happens, right? It happens a lot, then we need to check in and see, was an authentic apology ever really offered? Right? Let's go back. Did it have the 4 components to it? And if it did, review them with that person, and then reiterate that I've offered this authentic apology. You accepted it. We have to release this, or there are going to have to be boundaries within the relationship.
Oh, great. And then if someone's apologizing to you, do you have the place to be able to say, this is what I need moving forward?
Yes, so repair occurs typically if we're in a healthy relationship. Somebody says, these are my needs. The other person says, cool, I can navigate those, and here are my needs. And the other person says, yeah, cool. And then we hum along throughout a healthy relationship until the disrespect occurs. Okay. So in a response, we can say, hey, just a reminder, or this may be something we haven't talked about, or we haven't come across this before, but I am accepting your apology. I want you to know moving forward, I really need X, Y, and Z. And that, listen, conflict or discomfort or disrespect is just an opportunity for us to maybe have the conversations we haven't had yet.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, thank you so much, Cristine. Now,